Okay, we're going to dive right in here. First off, I'm just going to deal with a few parts of this because when you try to go into exegesis, I'm sorry, but it's pretty silly to me. It's like when TBS in his videos try to do the historical Jesus thing and try to say that he knows what scholars think and all this. He tried to be like William Lane Craig or something. The majority of scholars say this, and it was just a joke. He didn't know the historical Jesus scholarship from anything. And I did a video series on that as well. If you want to check that out, you can. And your basic exegesis here on Romans 1, Colossians 2, and 1 Peter 3 is the same. And the way you try to mock Jeff Durman or whatever, I don't know his name, but you try to mock him with saying, oh, he said all these things. It's like with that Banana Man guy. I forgot his name. It's ridiculous that what you said is ridiculous. Okay? About exegesis, and again, you didn't do systematic theology. There's a lot more passages that deal with apologetics. I'm not even going to deal with that. You attacked the presuppositional apologetics. I'm going to attack you. I'm going to assume that you're a metaphysical naturalist. You kind of just everything you say here is parroting TBS. It's all TBS. You're channeling your inner TBS, your best buddy there, who I think really helped you bring you out of Christianity. So I'm going to just respond to him and ask you to defend that because you seem to be on the same page with him on that stuff. If not, tell me. And I would like to know. I want to know your position. And you're going to say later that, well, logic is just the way we know things. And we're going to deal with that. It's totally vacuous of explaining logic. If you are a metaphysical naturalist, logic defies anything. Objective logic, objective logical thinking, objective rational thought cannot be in your system. It can't be in your system. It's impossible. We'll deal with that in another video. Let's start here with you talking about presuppositionalism, and you're going to go after it.
Of apologetics was that it allowed me to bridge gaps between my faith and unbelievers. It was kind of like building a bridge in which me, the evidential apologist, would sort of meet the atheist halfway so that we could both reason together about the world and our place in it. Things like
meet the atheist halfway. So you like assume atheism, metaphysical naturalism. There's a bunch of stripes. There's Buddhistic atheism that does accept some type of life force. We won't deal with that here. But metaphysical naturalism, how do you meet them halfway? What does that mean? Like you assume half naturalism and they assume half supernaturalism? How do you meet them halfway? It doesn't make sense. You have to have them come in your worldview and see it from your perspective, and you have to go into theirs and see it from theirs and tell them how theirs is incoherent. And I can tell you there's a lot of reasons, like you bring up all the objections to Christianity at the end from within, de jure attacks, which I think I can deal with, but easily. Those are very easy objections to deal with. You're going to deal with the dirt God, or that your God there, that you're going to parallel with Christianity. We're going to talk about that as well. But to go into the atheistic naturalism worldview and show that thing is a mess when it comes to epistemology. It is a mess. It's standing on nothing. So you can't go halfway. You have to view things from one perspective and their assumptions, or view things from another and see what happens.
Meaning and morality, just small things like that, little tiny things like that. And so, Jeff, if you watch this video, just know that that's my background. If I come off snarky or rude, I don't purposefully mean for that to overshadow my criticisms. But there will be snark. There will be. So why am I making this video? I'm making this video because I sincerely believe that your approach to apologetics ends up damaging your ultimate message. And I hope you'll hear me out. You have this new giant platform at Apologia Studios, and clearly you're being supported financially because of your apologetic endeavors. And so with this new platform, I think it's important to challenge you about your apologetic approach and your arguments. So let's have a conversation. You've had James White on recently. You've had quite a few Christians on. But look, James White already agrees with you, right? Let's try and have a conversation with someone who disagrees with you. I'd like to see more of that from your ministry. And so that's what I'm going to try and present you with here. See, that's what I meant about snark right there. That was snark. So I'll start the video off this way. I can't conceive of how an intelligent, educated person could listen to what you have to say about your religious epistemology and think that it's true. I just...
Are you kidding me? Is this a joke? People that are intelligent have been reformed presuppositionalists for centuries. Augustine wasn't a smart person. Are you kidding? Is this a joke? Come on, man. Are you really going to say this stuff? Let's keep going here.
Can't. It's so demonstrably false, as I'll attempt to show in this video, that it makes me feel like we've actually started to hear the noise of the gravediggers who are burying God. Like I can actually hear them whistling as they pour dirt on God while I watch your videos. That's how...
Yeah. The gravediggers. God is dead, right? Nietzsche said that. Okay, we'll see. Secularism is declining in the world, and Christianity is booming, by the way. That doesn't mean anything that is right. It doesn't mean that it's good. Secularism is on the uptick here in the United States and Europe, but that doesn't mean anything, does it? I mean, in our context, a little bit, but anyway.
How bad it is. And I'm going to try to convince you that this is the case, or at least put a rock in your shoe about the whole thing. So my goal here is to kind of give a critique about a couple of things. First, how you approach non-believers through your exegesis of Scripture. And then secondly, the actual arguments that you use to defend your faith against secular people. I'm going to attempt to show you that the views that you teach others, and indeed your entire religious epistemology, is first and foremost almost certainly false, but it's also myopic and dangerous. And that doesn't mean...
Myopic and dangerous? I mean, this is comedy. This is like comedy to me. The whole, you know how many great reform? It's comedy. Myopic. You want to talk about myopic, Noah? Talk about people that believe a small, tiny fraction of the population atheists that throughout history that think that everybody, all these theists, the people that have looked at the universe and said there is intelligence beyond it, they're all wrong, they're all deluded. You want to talk about a dangerous philosophy? I get upset about it sometimes thinking about this because I live in secularized California, and the United States is going the whole way that way. Europe is already there. Is very dangerous. A secular worldview is incredibly dangerous. The atheistic worldview has tremendous implications that are very dangerous to humans. It's bankrupt in every way possible. It's bankrupt epistemologically. No basis for rational thought, objective rational thought. Very dangerous morally. No basis for objective morality. Very dangerous existentially. No basis for purpose in life, ultimate purpose in life, and meaning in life. Those have huge implications for life. So dangerous. Okay.
That Christianity is false, myopic, or dangerous. It just means that Van Tillian presuppositionalism has created a kind of monster. And it's a monster that I'm going to argue actually moves people away from the gospel message. And I'm hoping...
So what? If you preach the gospel, people don't accept it. What does Jesus say? Just walk away. That's it. That's why I won't debate atheists. First off, I think that Christians should stop debating atheists and have the conversation for too long, because you just need to tell them the gospel and tell them why you believe it, and then once if they go no, then just move on, because they've rejected it, and you just say, okay, you go on with your atheism, see how that works for you. Go ahead in your atheistic oblivious worldview. Just go on. It's oblivion, and it's just. Let's keep going on here.
That since your ministry is called Apologia Studios, that you'll at least watch this video with a sort of 1 Peter 3:15-ish kind of demeanor. So you have a...
Okay, so anyway, I'm going to stop here and pick up with the third video, but I just want to say, just to pick up, I don't think atheists even deserve, naturalistic atheists, people that believe in metaphysical naturalism, do not even deserve to be at the table of rational discussion, because they cannot justify objective rational thought. You have no basis for objective rational thought at all. So what's the point? What is the point? Noah, tell me. If it's all just, there's no basis for objective rational thought. It's all just completely determined by physical processes and DNA programming. That's it. There's no objective thought going on here. There's actually no me in here. There's no I. What's the point? There's no existential meaning to all this. We're all just going to die, and there's no. So anyway, metaphysical naturalism and atheism, it's just bankrupt in every way possible. So we'll continue on here with the third video, and we'll deal with your